Well, let's see if it will work this way. I got a phone call kind of interrupted me. In that previous part of this video. So, talking about Frank and those four murders that he publicized. He called it promoting himself, promoting a murderer. They were really brutal to the women that they murdered, and these were women on lovers' lanes, which is what he was supposed to be here to stop people from doing. Same thing happened with the Texas Moonlight murders. It's identical. And I've already told you why I think he had this, because of that one teacher that he had. But at the same time, the guy never had a relationship with a girl in his life. And he never had any kids or anything like that. So, yeah, somehow, along with all the other wacko mental problems that he had, that developed into a hatred for women. Now, I was telling you that in the book, Ha Ha Ha, he has all these little scenarios in there that are they're immature and simplistic, but you can tell they're written by a person who's very intelligent, but did not have the worldly experiences that it takes to put together something that would sound like normal relationships with friends, because he never had any friends except the Anglin brothers, and he made up the stories based on the friendship he had with them and the few friendships he had with inmates. Now, all through the book, he brings in all these different girls into the picture while they're trying to rob a bank or trying to do something, and he uses pretty simple names. As he's writing a book, you'd think he would use some really extravagant and beautiful names like Brianna or something like that would make you think you're going to see a really beautiful girl when you're talking to her, even though you're reading it in black and white. But you're supposed to be able to picture things when you're reading a book. Now, that's pretty much what I wanted to tell you about this. I just wish there was a way that I could convince you that this nutcase actually did all these things, escaped from Alcatraz, and never got caught. That's for one reason, because the FBI didn't want him to get caught. And I told you stories and stories about how they were killing people in my neighborhood in Buffalo Estates in Tampa, Florida. And I had police officers that lived there trying to help me catch them, and told me that they couldn't, that they were told to leave these guys alone. They were told that by the FBI. And they told me, get in your house, lock the door, and don't come out. But I was too hyperactive for that, so I was out there getting chased around by these guys all the time. And believe me, Frank was good at confusing you and doing things that you would not. You get attacked by these guys one time in a way where you would get away, and you're not really sure if you were being attacked. It just seemed like they were trying to zero in on you. And then the next time they would do it, it didn't look like the same people. And they would change their strategies and change the way they looked. And, you'd see one of them, and sometimes I would never look directly at them, because that's what they wanted, to scare you. So I would pick them up with my peripheral vision, which I had really excellent peripheral vision. They didn't know that. I could almost see behind me. And I would see them out there, and I could tell they were triangulating on me, and I would, get out of town. But if I had stared them in the eyes, things might have went differently, because I'm sure that's how they capture people. A few seconds when you're staring or looking in people's faces. And part of the reason that they probably gave me more a wider berth than other people is because since I didn't look at them, they didn't feel like they had that power over me yet. I don't know. It's kind of a strange thing. I hope this helps you out, some of you beautiful people out there with beautiful names like Brianna and that. There's some other names that are really pretty that he could have used in that book, Ha Ha Ha, instead of all the common simple names that he used, because he never knew any girls. Have a nice one.